Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the Daily Scan for Thursday, January 15th, 2015. Yesterday's announcements, a little bit of weakness all the way across the board here, except for maybe the beige book. The report from the Fed on each of their districts' economic activity showed modest improvement. And that's pretty much the word modest. To say weak, they don't say weak, they say modest. But it's looking pretty weak to me. Retail sales, import-export prices, business inventories, and petroleum stash report all point to a weakening in the economy here in the U.S., and then we got what's going on over in Europe we'll cover in a second. Today we have jobless claims, typical Thursday morning report. And oh, by the way, I want to remind you, the markets are closed Monday here in the U.S. for Martin Luther King holiday. And additionally, today we have PPI, Empire State Manufacturing Survey, and the Philly Fed Survey, which kind of rolled into this beige book here, but they will be more specific here. Beige book is just kind of like, but here we have specifics. All right, let's see what's going on over here. Yeah, the Swiss have more or less unlinked their currency ceiling against the euro, and that, I know last night that futures were up considerably, and after this, pretty much turned things around in the opposite direction. I didn't get a chance to check out anything else here. Yeah, it should be interesting. Definitely an interesting year. So let's take a look at Asia. Pretty much closed there, probably prior to that news. So they all closed up. And in Europe right now, it's kind of mixed, which is a bit of a surprise. I think that's it for that. Let's jump over here. Here's our futures looking to move down right now. Gold is up 20 big ones to 1254. That's kind of a huge move there. Oil is down 56 overnight. Looks like it had a big day yesterday. Let's take a look at a chart on that puppy. Yeah, it did have a nice day yesterday. It's still not too bad today. It may be a continuation. Maybe we hit a bottom. But, the Saudis want to keep it down here. So this may be a support level and this may be a resistance level. So we'll see how that plays out. Actually, we could see how that works out here. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Let's go back to our target tool. Okay. The dollar, euro, $1.1719. Looks pretty steady. A little strange to see both of them down, but not impossible. All right, let's take a look at, well, yesterday it closed out three. Closed out BABA for 17 cents, Baidu for 46 cents, and SPXPM for 85 cents. That was on the 13th. What is today? Today's the 15th. I think I already covered that with you. So I was looking to get out of these two yesterday, and it was looking good. And then they kind of recovered. So we could take a look at Apple's chart. And you could see that it was down pretty much during the day, and I was messing around with my limit price to try to get a little bit more, and then it came back up. So looking at that, we're still looking for at a target up here is our next play. But we have earnings coming up, so maybe there is not going to be a play there. Amazon, I was looking to try to get something out of this, and it was a little bit more, and it was looking pretty promising. And then, well, they have earnings coming up here too, so I don't know if there's going to be another play before earnings or not. Remember how difficult it is to collect theta when the IV is increasing on it because earnings are coming up. So just probably like the week before or so, and the week of, definitely want to stay away from credit spreads. And debit spreads don't really work all that much better either. You eventually get your money, but it's just going to take longer. So I might look at maybe 2-day max trades as we approach earnings. Provided, of course, it's moving in the proper direction. Boeing, we still got clutter on Boeing. Yeah, it's still pretty cluttery. Alibaba, looking for another entry here. I don't see earnings coming up anywhere in the near future. We had them back here on 11/3, so probably looking at definitely at February for these guys. Not showing up yet here. So we have our target set, so we'll wait on that one. Baidu, target set, don't see any earnings yet. Chipotle, we had it in a setup mode. No, that was Costco. This is good enough here, right here. This is good. Let's move this over just to show this is a good one. And I'm going to put this on the list for today as a setup. Alright, moving right along. Costco, we did have, we were looking at doing something yesterday. It's still valid here, still valid. This is a big dip though. How are we looking? Oh, we just got a PPS down over here on the weekly. And we're looking pretty weak here. I am taking this off here. I don't like this big move here. It's a huge gap. Never really did anything like many other underlines did yesterday, like the market did. So I'm just going to take them off here. And actually, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reverse my direction on Costco. Let's take a look at the Dow. I'm going to have another down day here. Most recent support here at 170. So let's see what happens there. Gold, GLD anyway, is going to have a nice day. It's going to gap up this morning. Google. Okay, we had alerts set on Google. It actually gapped up. It's still valid. Whether it's going to move down or not. We're definitely in a down mode here, so this may be an aberration or not. I'm not sure, but this will be a good one because it's Thursday. We have earnings in a week and a half or 2 weeks, so it's Thursday. This might be a good one for kind of an overnight trade. So what are we looking at here? 500 to 505. There, I sold 23 shares. So this is at, we'll just throw this in here. It says here 497. That probably is a good spot. So I have this in as a setup. LinkedIn. I like Thursday trades. I like Thursday trades a lot. I'm going to bring this down here a little bit. If you noticed, I don't look at the MACD all that much anymore. So maybe it's not relevant. New downtrend for LinkedIn, definitely. Looks pretty weak. Have a target set. We'll just wait for it to get there. The mini NASDAQ, yeah, same thing. Come up to our target. Probably not going to get there today. NDX, which is 10 times bigger. Same thing. Same pattern, same candles, just 10 times bigger. Okay, Netflix. Earnings coming up next week. And this has possibilities here. All it did was move down yesterday. Definitely in a downtrend. Let's take a look here. It's tomorrow's expiration. And we're at, what's the IV percentile is 79%. Might be a good trade for tomorrow if we get a move downs, and we probably will. 325, 22, 25. Yeah, it's probably going to open down because we're looking at 323 something, some change in here for an open, which is a buck less. So I'm going to throw an alert on this one. Just a little bit here, we're at 323, so let's just go a little bit below that and throw an alert on there. 322.80, that looks good to me. So that's just a wake up, Maggie. I don't know why that's moving on me. And we might do an overnighter on that one. OEX, the S&P 100. We have target set here. Probably not going to hit it. This could be an overnight trade too. Not sure if this is considered a cash index though. Could probably do the same thing on SPX, and that's probably what we'll do. Do SPXPM, you get another day out of it. And here, just let me show you this. Well, we'll do it when we get to it. How's that? Provided I remember, of course. Could do a 1 dayer on this. I'm pretty sure that we're probably going to be heading down going into the weekend. So that could be a good trade, but I'm not going to do OEX. Price line. Had a fairly decent day yesterday. We have a target set up here. We'll wait for her, see if she comes up and kisses it or not. Russell, trying to show some strength here. It's trying its darndest. I don't know what to do about them. I think I'm just going to leave it the way that it is. And I'm definitely not going to go for a bearish or a bullish trade on this. Definitely not. Just too much confusion here, so away with you drawing, and let's try to figure out which way Russell is headed. SPX, let's take a look here. I want to show this to you just to let you know. Go to the Analyze tab someday. Okay, here we go, and we see 0 days on the regular January expiration because it expires today. And it's the price is based on the opening print tomorrow morning, which makes this pretty dangerous. you know how things can happen overnight. So if you want to get in today and get out today, for sure you're going to get out. This would be the way to go. Although you can do the same thing over on SPXPM, which shows you 1 day, which means that expiration is tomorrow. And you pretty much have the same stuff. And you know, see here that there's quite a few people trading it. Not as many as SPX, but probably because people that trade SPX heavily are used to it. But this is a great alternative if you want to hold overnight into tomorrow. And you can do this. And looking at it right now, if you do like a 30 delta, you would be at 2030. 2030 is up here. Probably a pretty decent trade, don't you think? So I would not be afraid of that. So SPXPM is going on my list for today. It's going in the 20 delta category, but I would do a 30 delta. Would not be afraid of doing a 30 delta on this at that 2030 level. And just at this moment, right now, come on, you can do $1.70 on this with a $5 risk. That's a pretty good deal. Pretty good deal. All right, well, let's peek at Tesla here. We have them. We didn't have them on our list yesterday, did we? No, we did not. Tesla, not doing so hot. At the low price of oil, I suppose people are not going to be very excited about buying electric vehicles. And last but not least is Visa. Visa is in a setup mode. And a little bit conflicting signals here. Actually, I'm taking it away. We just got a PPS down over here. And I'll bet you that this moving average rolled over to the hull. So, taking this off of here. And that's it. Good luck today. We have Chipotle for a bull put and bear calls on Google, Netflix, and SPXPM if you want to hold overnight. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and happy trading.